Okay, I'm going to make a vent, I guess. It's been on my mind lately and the past week or so, and this is going to be on Reddit of all things. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. I already stated how much I hate this god awful website. It's full of cyberbullying piece of shits, and they downvote every comment, even if it's a good comment. And I'm going to talk about Stranger Things. I've been watching that lately with my mother. We're now on season 5, the final season, and I liked it up until maybe season 4, but even season 4 wasn't that bad. However, season 5 is what really pissed me off. I made this post, as you see here, and basically, Dusty gets beaten up by these fucking bullies, and it's because he was showing loyalty to a guy who died in the season finale of the previous, yeah, season 4 finale. And the bully's name was Andy, and he was a friend of another bully who gets killed off in the previous season. And Reddit, being who they are with their pathetic ass hive mind, defends this awful writing where basically when a bully beats up someone, or a bully or a thug, and they get away with it, I tell them, I vent and say, oh, that's bad writing. They defend it and say, no, that's not bad writing. This is how pathetic our world's gotten. Maybe having Donald Trump as president is going to really send us back 50 years. That's not a good thing. But yeah, I make these comments on here, and I don't really want to bitch about Reddit, even though I hate them. It's not worth it. But the thing is, I make comments, and a lot of the comments on here are just awful and against me. I get one good comment by someone, and I agree with them, and it gets, what do you know, gets downvoted to a fucking -2. Realism, come on, what are we talking about? Realism, come on. We are talking about a series featuring monsters, other dimensions, and people with supernatural powers. Nothing is realistic. Making bullies go unpunished is not realism. Damn straight. It's cynicism and nihilism, I think is how you say that word. Yeah, it's true, it is. The message it conveys the world is shit, the bad guys always get away scot-free, and anyone who thinks otherwise lives in a fantasy world. Yeah, that's what you naysayers think. You freaking emos. Keep thinking like that, you freaking emos. Oh, you thought that fad died after the 2000s? Think again. Exactly the kind of message that suits those in power. If people lose hope and do not believe things can improve, they will not try to change them. Yeah, and we'll end up with nuclear war. It is really sad that a series that once celebrated rebels and nonconformists ends with such a cynical, conformist, and ultimately comforting message. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Stranger Things was awesome. There was a bully in season 1 who threatened to rip out this guy's teeth. I think it was Dusty. I don't remember. 11 took care of him with their psychic telekinetic powers. Where was that in season 5? You want to tell me that, writers? Where the hell was that? I'm serious. I hate this kind of writing. Example, in Jumanji, when Alan gets beat up by those bullies. Okay, maybe back in the day I could cut it some slack because, there was no social media, but we live in an era of social media where that shit shouldn't be tolerated. You go on social media, you go on Twitter, you say something that's just barely insensitive, or you're like what Jenna Ortega spead when she got fired from Scream 7. You get freaking canceled. Or the people that are speaking out about the whole ICE shooting, they get canceled. But it's okay to show something on a movie or TV show where a boy gets cornered and gets beaten up by bullies while the bullies never get punished. Fuck you, writers. I'm sorry, but that shit is so outdated. That may have flied back in the day, before the 2010s, but it doesn't work today. I'm sorry. And, that got me thinking maybe Donald Trump really is ruining our world and setting us back 50 years. But yeah, so all the other comments on here are just being assholes or being smart asses. I mentioned a comment where girls don't have to deal with this crap, which is mostly true. I'm not saying it's impossible. Like I said, there's maybe a 1% chance they might have to deal with this. Like, girls probably do get beaten up, but it's very, very uncommon. I'm saying it's more of a male problem than a female problem. But like I said, it happens, but it's rare. It's probably more common today than it was back in the day. But yeah, and they mistook what I said about being brutal. I mean physically brutal, not emotionally or mentally. And then I post another comment. I get downvoted to a -5. What else is new? Yeah, these people on Reddit are the worst. They are the biggest pessimists I've ever come across on the internet. And if anybody knows a better alternative than Reddit, please tell me. Leave a comment, because I'm thinking about ditching this thing. I'm on the verge to getting my account permanently suspended. I had another account that got permanently suspended about a year ago, and I've been banned twice in a row from arguing with these assholes who are being mean to me. They don't get punished, but I do. This is the horrible shit that I have to deal with Reddit. This is not just a rant on Stranger Things Season 5. This is an extended rant on Reddit. And I haven't done one in a while, so I'm entitled to this rant. So, yeah. Oh, my God. And then this thread got locked. I'm lucky it didn't get deleted by the fucking retarded-ass mods. Oh, and pardon me, I can use the R word. I know it's not right to use the R word, but if a certain hooded idiot can do it, why can't I? But yeah, they're saying, oh, that's the least problematic thing about Season 5. I wouldn't say it's the most, but it's pretty moderate, if you ask me. In this comment, they're kind of contradicting themselves, saying that Stranger Things is not sophisticated. You're talking about a show that has monsters from an interdimensional portal from a hellish world, a girl with telekinetic powers, and all this is taking place during the 80s. I'm pretty sure the show's is actually, your definition is not that it's not sophisticated. And I don't think every terrible person should be punished. Just the ones who commit severe shit like physical assault. Those are the ones that deserve to be punished. If some bully says something mean to someone, yeah, you'd like them to be punished, but that doesn't piss me off as much as them beating up someone and wiping the floor with them. See, yeah, this toxic masculinity shit really pisses me off, and it's kind of the reason why I dislike being a boy, if I'm honest. And, yeah, that's all I have to say about this Reddit or Stranger Things. I really liked the show until Season 4, but when I found out about that in Season 5, I was pissed. I'm like, really? It's 2026. You shouldn't be continuing this shitty writing today's social media, the era of social media. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you writers? Do better. But yeah, this was my rant. I don't have much else to say. See you guys later. Bye.